Hey guys, this is Team 1 Ninja here, finally back with a new video. Sorry about all that. All of us have been really busy, and yeah. This time we're doing a Gearia deck profile with all the new stuff that came out. So let's get started. First off, you still run the 3 Gearia armors. It searches out everything when it's flipped, harness full of the deck. Next, you still run 3 Gearia arsenals. Because it's still a lone fire, you tribute it, bring out a Gearia monster in defense mode, so it's really good. Um, you you play 3 Gearia accelerators because it's accelerated and it's just really good, and because you could combo off with it a lot. You could just combo with it and just spam your level 4s. Then we play 2 of the new cards, Gearia Ogler. Many people play 3, but I'm testing 2 right now because this deck is supposed to be aggressive. Yes, it searches out a lot, but you can't attack with it during the turn you play it. So I don't know. I still find that a really big drawback, and this deck is supposed to be aggressive. So I have mixed feelings about this card being in the deck, but it's still an amazing card, and I'm just gonna run it. Next, we play 2 Gearia attackers. For me, my personal opinion, if an archetype gets a beater, I usually want to play it because this deck alone, if you can't go into the extra deck, it's really hard to beat over anything 15 to 19. So Gearia attacker helps you with that. And plus the extra effect, it may not be that relevant, but you can get it off. It's actually really good. For those who don't know, when you flip it, you can destroy a spell tracker for every other Gearia monster you have on the field. So it's really good when you get it off, but otherwise it's just a beater in the deck, and I just find it really good. Next, we run 1 Gearia because they make GGX just a better floater. 2 MK2s because you can combo it off with the MK3 and Gearia Gear. Many people don't play Gearia Gear anymore, but I still want to play it because it's a good card, and these 4 cards itself are not bad. Just as long as you don't draw this just as long as you don't draw this without this. Other than that, these are pretty decent cards to have in your hand. And if they're in the deck, and if you have Gearia Gear, it just makes everything even better. So that's the end of the Gearia lineup. Next, I still play 4 of the tuners because I still play Gearia Karakuri because I like it. And the deck is really aggressive. And yeah. My final monster, I decided to play Thunder King Ryle. Yes, it stops me from searching, but it hurts my opponent a lot more than it hurts me, because like a lot of decks search now and then, like the new Koloff deck, they search with the tool, and what was that deck called? Oh yeah, Shadows. Shadows search a lot. When you destroy their window, they get to add the card back to their hand, so it just stops, and you could just stop the window in the first place before it even gets to the field by just tributing the card, and it's just really good. So that's the end of the monster lineup. My spell lineup is really simple. It's 3 MST because of Pendulums now and Vanity's Emptiness. Dark Hole, Book of Moon, and I decided to play 1 Defissure because a lot of effects activate in the graveyard now, and I don't want them to really just trigger and just let them get free pluses and like things like that. So I just play a Defissure, and plus I don't have much things that activate in the graveyard anyways. So it hurts my opponent a lot more than it hurts me, and I could just easily side it out game 2 if I really wanted to. The Gear, and then that's the end of my spell lineup. This is my trap lineup. 1 Gear, for the Gearia gears in my deck. And then the rest of the traps are just pretty simple. Compulsory, Torrential Tribute, Solemn Warning, Mirror Force, a Bottomless Trap Hole, Trap Stun, because a lot of decks are trap heavy now, so Trap Stun is just really amazing in this deck. And then next, 2 Breakthrough Skill, because there's a lot of effects now that are like just continuous. Like a big one is like the window. So like you would just want to activate it and just go off and punch the window, and then just try to win from there. And that's why we also have 3 Phoenix Chains. And then my last trap, it's a Mako Cosmos. Same reason why I played Dimensional Fissure. It's just a faster version of it, and it gets rid of spells too. When your opponent activates them, so it's just really good. That was the end of the deck. That was a 41 card deck. Now this is the extra deck. Still pretty standard. 3 GGX, because it's like your go-to monster in your deck. Diamond Direwolf to pop things that you can't really get rid of. Rhapsody, banish 2 cards like their Shadow Fusion, anything that can hinder them. Zenmains, because you can make it and it's a good source of defense. And that was the end for the Exceeds. Next for the Synchros, still pretty standard. Stardust for level 8, Scrap Dragon, Dot Ruler, Crimson Blader, because special summoning level 5s and higher is still a thing. Black Rose and Nuke the Field. And then your comboing pieces. 3 Beret, 1 Burrito, and then for the last synchro, a Leo, because it's just really good, and it's a 31, and it can't be targeted by your opponent. It can only be targeted on your standby phase. No, on your main phase too. I'm sorry. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the proxy in the deck was the level 3, with the level 3 tuner. For some reason I can't find mine, so I just decided to proxy it. So that was the end of the deck profile. Please like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below of what you think about the deck and what should I do with the deck. And yeah, that's Team 1 signing out.